So welcome to this event of the Opportunity Zone Meetup. This is a meetup group like tens of thousands of others across the United States that I host and present on the topic of opportunity zones. We started this in late October of last year, and we have done about 2 events per month since that time. And that's the general plan to move forward at this time, is to do one every other week or a couple of months as we continue to walk through it. With the new release of rules and regulations last week that encompasses investing directly into businesses and clarifying a lot of the investments into real property, we're going to start diving deeper into more cases, and we expect to see more projects get started, and that'll give us more information on how this all works. So this is our meetup. Tonight's topic is launching an Opportunity Zone Fund, which is one of the mandatory requirements for gaining the tax incentives. And I'll be presenting this on behalf of my company, Dakin Capital, LLC. This is a consultation company. It acts as a capital coach. We provide services to people who are seeking to raise capital of any shape, size, or form from any particular source, running the range from grants to equity to debt and other types of revenue that may represent a deferral of expenses or first dollar income or other things along that line. Started to look into opportunity zones early last year, felt that they are going to have a significant impact on a variety of projects in which I'm currently involved or communities in which I'm engaged. And so I started trying to learn everything I could about that, and using the, I will call it the Colorado pioneer spirit, we jumped forward without well-defined rules, and that's okay. We'll just keep figuring this out as we go along. I have now sat through, I think, 12 different high-level plenary sessions on what opportunity zones are, and these are good 50,000-foot high executive introductions to what opportunity zones are about. There have been a few that are now coming down to, say, the 30,000-foot level. Saw a really good program by Colorado Clean Tech Industries last week, going specifically on how to use opportunity zones to fund solar power, alternative energy, to become its own type of standalone investment. We're going to see more of that happening because of the new rules and because people are finally getting up to their elbows in particular projects. And, but all these things are potentially things that can be assisted by my company in terms of consultation, staging the campaign, or actually managing it to the nth degree. Some of the questions that I will get is I may help, but there are points where there may be experts or people who can do it cheaper, better, quicker than myself, and happy to add them to my team as needed to get something done. We're looking at projects ranging from as low as a couple $100,000 up into the I will say $300 to $500 million range as possible opportunity zone projects. Most of these at this time are real estate. I expect that to remain the popular type of opportunity zones for the foreseeable future. But with the release of the new rules, I'm expecting a second wave to start very quickly, focused on businesses and individual businesses within communities. And then, unfortunately, community projects, which are slower to organize and will offer a lower return on investment, will probably start picking up the pace here late this year, and may not peak, though, for 1 to 2 years down the road, just because of the very nature of who's involved. In addition, I've become a principal in the Net Zero Colorado, which is doing the Sugar Beet District project, which we'll be talking about later tonight. As described, this is a 50-acre mixed-use opportunity zone project. concept of a human permaculture. And essentially, where do you want to live? Where do you want to play? Where do you want to work? Well, what if we put them all in one place? What would that look like? And hopefully we'll do a good job of making that manifest itself in this particular project. We're right now completing some seed funding, and with that money we're trying to put all the property under contract, and as soon as we get the first key property under contract, then I'm going to rapidly try to put together and conduct a Opportunity Zone Capital campaign, which we'll be talking about later today. So that concludes the first part of tonight's program.